I have a real spin the block. And for those of you that have been watching me for some time, y'all will remember this. Before I go there, I think it is very worth noting the amount of people that the Blanchards have sent to come for me. One is Bree. Two, Ken, Miss Raina, Julie Recap, Bree's entire crew, Natasha. Who else? There's a whole slew of other people, right? But guess what? I'm still here. Now, this is the first person that they kind of sent for me. I don't know if you guys remember this last year when it was a rumor that Ryan Anderson might have been related to the Blanchards in some form. I didn't really know for sure. I was just like, okay, I see that this is going around. This may or may not be true. But if it is, this would be wild. Julie Recap decided to take to the internet to attack me, which is so weird, right? I don't know, for some reason she's like, certain people have always had, like, I don't know, some type of vendetta against me. So she made this video going in about me and saying that, Gypsy and Ryan were all happy and everything was great. And, I was basically being problematic or whatever. Shall we spin the block? We shall. Let's do it. Hey, Julie. Thanks for using my photo. I think that was so kind of you. I really appreciate it. However, I know you were saying that I claimed that they were related. I said, I don't know. I just want to be very clear about that. But also what I think is really ironic is that the initial picture of Ryan Anderson and Dee Dee put together, I actually seen on your page. So I just think it's kind of crazy that you're saying that what I'm saying is an issue, but you actually posted the lookalike picture first. But also, I know you really support Gypsy because I can see that all through your social. But I just think that's kind of a little ironic considering she's a murderer and she's a manipulator, and she manipulated this man that has a very low IQ and he's autistic. And the fact that you're okay with that. And I know you are because of the way you've addressed it. I think when you have a platform like this, allowing other people to take advantage of people that are disabled and actually have them sit in prison for life is really sad. And I don't think that we should be condoning that. Now, you do what you do, boo. But I'm going to stand up for what I think is right. And I think you're saying it's okay. And you're also saying, oh, they look so happy. It's very clear that they're not. Like, are we going to act like we're in the land of Delulu? But either way, Julie, thank you for taking out the time to watch my video. And also thank you for taking out the time to take a screenshot. I know I'm so beautiful, and being on your screen probably really made you happy. But you have a great day. Bye-bye for now. She actually did not delete the post. It's under the last video that she did of Gypsy and Ryan, but she blocked me. So after I read you nicely, you block me. If a hit dog doesn't holler. I'm just saying, here's the thing. You do what you feel is right, but basically allowing someone to take advantage of someone like Nicholas, you're setting precedents for other people to do the same, especially kids, because there's so many kids that are so impressionable about this situation. Nicholas deserves justice, and we don't want this to happen to anyone else that has a disability like this or is very impressionable. Like, this should not have happened, and it was really unfair. And for her to block me tells you where she stands. So be careful about who you follow and who you support. Yes, TikTok pays you for views, but guess what? I'd rather not get the views and stand up for what I believe is right than stand up for what is wrong just to get $1. It doesn't make sense to me. And I stand on that. I'm going to do what's right. Y'all, this was literally last year today. When I tell you these folks have been coming for me for over a year, it's funny to see how they still are, but it hasn't been working. What are y'all's thoughts? Because I feel like it gets crazier and crazier as time goes on, because you kind of wonder why am I so important to them? Like, I wouldn't care about what I was saying if I was them. Like, I wouldn't give a damn. I would be like, Nina who? I don't even know who Nina is. And that's the part that makes this whole situation so crazy. But I always thought it was really odd, because I was told Julie Recap and Christy Blanchard are friends. I don't know how true that is. I wouldn't be surprised, because it seemed as though from the time Gypsy came out, Julie was kind of like hard up on her. Like, she never thought anything that she did was wrong, which I found very odd, especially considering, like, she cheated on her husband. She lied and said he was abusive or abusing her, and he didn't. And, like, there's so many things that I feel like as a woman, like, why would you be okay with someone crying wolf and that not being the case, But I feel like anyone that gets wrapped up with the Blanchards all come across like mentally unstable. I know I can't be the only person actually thinking this. I mean, think about it. Fancy, Natasha, Bree's a real good one. Every single person that's been in their circle, just think about it. All crazy. Hella crazy. And super unhinged. I mean, think about even when Bree goes off. And at this point, I'm kind of trying to figure out what was Bree's purpose. Because if you ask me, my opinion is Bree has made Gypsy look worse a whole lot faster than she would have looked had Bree not been out here fighting her battles. Am I the only one that thinks that? Because I feel as though if Bree was not out here doing everything that she was doing, people wouldn't have had the perception of Gypsy as fast as they did, because a lot of the stuff that Gypsy was out here doing, she was out here doing with Bree. Like, when you really think about it, it is actually really crazy. And then not only that, like, her whole panel that Bree has, and like all of the things that they do. And although Bree constantly says, like, oh, I'm not a racist, I'm not this, I'm not that, but then you let Boston on your page saying all sorts of racial things, but then you say, oh, I have this, I have that, I'm not. It's like it's the gaslighting for me, because I'm just like, you know what? Whatever you are, just own it. I can respect somebody that just owns who they are, regardless. If you're like, I'm a demon, yeah, I'm a demon. Okay, and what? If you don't like demons, why? Like, don't come to hell, or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. I just feel like own who you are. If you're a dog and you out here cheating and doing all types of crazy stuff, and you're a dog, just be like, yeah, I'm a dog, and what? You got a problem with me being a dog? Roof, 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 roof. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just own whoever you are, own it, and stand 10 toes down. I don't respect people that don't own their stuff and then try to gaslight you. Like, that to me is such a bad trait. And I think that's why Bree really annoys me and her people, because they don't have the balls or the galls to really walk in their truth. if you're whoever you're gonna be, just walk in your truth. It's okay for you to be whatever way you are. I mean, not everybody has to agree with it, but that's who you are, and it is what it is. But it's the constant lying and the constant, because I mean, here's the thing. Bree started with me for a long time. When I finally reacted, that's just like when she lost it and was like, oh my gosh, I don't start with people, they start with me. Like, girl, you had been on my neck for months. And if I really didn't like remember, just because my mods kept saying like, are you ever going to address her? And I would leave it alone. And they were like, you need to say something. And it had been months, and it was so funny because when I finally said something, my mods were like, you finally did something about it. So I really just look at it and I'm like, but they've sent so many people for me, I don't know why. But anyway, y'all, I'm thinking about doing a live. You let me know if you guys want me to do a live tonight. I don't know, you let me know. Bye for now.